Those who can't do, teach, right? Or coach. Well, what if I was someone who was on call in the fire service looking to get in shape? Oh wait, I am. What if I was a whole-time firefighter who was looking to drop a bit of fat and get back into a shape that they were proud of and knew they could do everything in the job pretty confidently? Oh wait, I am. What if I spent an obscene amount of hours sat down at a desk, unable to get out and do steps and do all the other things which keep us fit? A bit like in control, or like the other areas of the service where the desk is your main place that you're based. Oh wait, I am. So I have a foot in pretty much every camp, and that's why I'm now going to show you what I would do if I was looking to drop a bit of fat and get ready for summer. Summer's pretty much here, so this is going to be a pretty rapid change. But the principles will be the same for yourself. The same things I'll be doing while stuck at my laptop, whilst going on shift for days and nights, and while being called out throughout the day or throughout the night. I'm doing this to prove that I'm not someone who just sits behind a desk giving out numbers, but someone who can actually do this and use all the methods that I tell you to use. You might learn something, you might have a laugh, you might have none, but you won't know unless you watch. Now things will probably start slow and they'll get better as it goes on. But welcome to my transformation, to my version of fat fighter to firefighter. Hope you enjoy the ride. So, this morning. So, today is my first day shift. Well, my only day shift now. It is 5:45. I've been up for about 15 minutes, but I've been just fluffing around and doing nothing really. But the coffee's nearly ready. .6. I'll take that. Start of the week. It's now Thursday. Start of the week I was 82. That's not a bad drop. Not a bad drop so far. I've said goodbye to her, and now it's time to say goodbye to the other very important lady in my life. Good morning. Shock, it's raining. Never mind. Now, I have actually forgotten my snacks for the day. My high protein, low calorie snacks. So we're going to have to make a quick dart to Tesco on the way to work, I think. Find a few good options, keep me from going off the path. So after that we've got a little protein pudding, 18 grams, 137 calories per tub. That's not fucking bad, is it? So we went for 2 of those for the shift today, and then a can of Pepsi Max because that'd be nice for lunchtime. A little bit of a sweet kick. Yeah, that's us set for the day then. Just make sure my breakfast order is all in shape. Nothing too crazy, and we'll be all good. I was there less than half hour, and now I've been sent out to another station detached. So, it's all good fun, isn't it? But at least I got my snacks and stuff with me. Good morning. It is Friday. We are 80.5 kilos. So that's nearly 2 kilos down this week for our first week on the journey. Now, today hasn't gone to plan so far. I had an early call out this morning, which meant that I came back and sort of slept in a little bit, catch up with my sleep, and then when I did get up, I came down, made a coffee, sat on the sofa with the dog, basically drank my coffee, had a nice little brunch bar, just to sweeten things up for the day, and it's now got to 8 o'clock, and I'm yet to start the day. So, I think we're going to have to go out for a little walk, get some energy out of the dog, and then start my day. Got a few calls, a few new programs to write, and it should be alright. Right, here you go. Right, let's go. Let's go get a little walk in. So, bit on my morning routines. What I try to do is have electrolytes in the morning. I try not to go straight for the caffeine or the coffee the second I wake up. Now this comes down to something I've watched on by Andrew Huberman, for those of you who've seen him. Just on about how your body should naturally wake itself up. Because caffeine basically masks tiredness. It doesn't give you energy. So when you wake up, you should allow your body to properly wake up before you start flooding it with caffeine. And it's a bit more, the biology goes a little bit deeper than that. But I'm not going to try to spit that off at 8 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so I try to have a bit of electrolytes, creatine, because I don't always have a protein shake every day. So having creatine in a drink that I do have every day makes it easier for me to remember. I'm sure many of you suffer the same thing where you just forget to take your creatine every day. So that makes it a lot easier. And then I can drink that either in the gym or on the dog walk, and then I'm set, ready for the day. Hydrated. Hydrate, feel great. Go on, this way. Walk done, dog fed, coffee made, and now we're down in the office, ready to start the day. Oh, got to put on the obviously get the neon sign going. So today we've got some new programs for some new people joining. So when you join, I basically get you to fill out a questionnaire, 2 questionnaires actually. One on how you train, the sort of things you like doing, like what's your experience like, what's your history of training like, you know, what sort of things do you like doing, do you like CrossFit, do you like weightlifting, powerlifting, bodybuilding, like what is it you like? What sort of stuff you got available to you? Are you using your station gym, are you using a public gym? And then a lifestyle questionnaire on what sort of things do you do? Are you quite good at your nutrition and creating meals and stuff like that? Or do you need help? Do you sleep very well, or is your sleep a bit shit? Just everything from how much water you sort of drink today, what's your habits like? Stuff that I can then use to work on and create them the perfect program for them. So yeah, a bit of that this morning. Then catch up call with someone I'm working with about 11. It's nice. I get to do, like, every 6 weeks we have a catch-up Zoom call. And this is where, like, for half hour we can just absolutely shoot the shit, go into detail about their life, stressors, family, things that are going on that affect, like, your training, your eating. Like, everyone you live with and what you do is massive on how you could adhere to stuff. So then a nice catch-up call with him at 11. Then a catch-up call, then a few hours, then a catch-up call with my mentor at 1, and then a call with someone who's looking to join or potentially find out more about joining at 1:30. So, and then in the rest of the afternoon, I'm putting together some edits on the free trial that I've got, in case you haven't seen, and improving that, and doing some big improvements on that. So if you haven't tried it, try it. Hopefully they'll be done by the time this video's up. So anyway, better go on with it. Oh, well, that is the first part of the morning done. I say morning, it's 2 o'clock. And I am starving. So I've planned myself a really great dinner. It's going to be homemade burgers with chips and trimmings, etc. But it's taking up most of the day's calories. So at the moment, it means I'm having to go very careful what I'm having today. And so far, it's involving a lot of 0-calorie drinks and some popcorn. Let's go have a little bit of lunch. So, you'll love the pink bowl. What we have already made, slash prepped, is some chicken chunks. So, I knew, obviously, what I was going to have something nice this evening. So, I planned backwards. I filled in exactly what I was going to have for dinner. So, the burgers, the chips, etc., etc. Put that in first as my main meal for the dinner. Then work backwards. So, lunchtime, chicken breast, 300 grams. Now, I was going to make chicken skewers. I don't know why, but that seems more posh. That seems like a better way to eat chicken breast. I don't know. But I've had to keep it very tame. I'm on 1,700 calories a day. And you don't get a lot for that. So with the nice dinner that I've planned for myself, it's just got to be high protein foods. So chicken breast for lunch, but nicely seasoned, air fried. I was going to stick it on some skewers. It was going to be nice. but I ain't got any skewers, so it's ruined that. But yeah, and then we're backwards to breakfast, which today ended up being little more than a little brunch bar. But I'm going to fucking look forward to this evening's meal, and it's going to be worth every second. Every part of being hungry today, it'll be worth it. But let's get this chicken on, see what happens. Now I know what you're thinking. What the absolute fuck is that? It's minimal. It's chicken and rice, isn't it? And it is chicken and rice. But it's a sacrifice for later. It's simple. It took me less than 10 minutes to get together. Just had to throw it in, air fry it, microwave the rice. I'm done. And that will keep me going now. And again, it's plain, it's boring. Bit of soy sauce made it interesting. That's because the real fun's coming later. And this is just a sacrifice for now. There's a protein that I need to get. It's a bit of carbs. It'll keep me going. Right. It is Friday. It is 6 o'clock. Everything is done. Let's foxtrot Oscar, shall we? Gym session. Still got to do after this morning's lateness. So I'm going to go do that now. Quick lower session. Straight Lidl. Pick up my burgers. Bits. Get them on. I fucking can't wait. And then a nice chilled evening. Session done. Just walked out the doors, and you know that feeling when you're on holiday, you're somewhere warm, and you step off the plane and into the heat and the sun. There wasn't any sun, but there was a lot of heat, and it was a lush feeling coming out of there. Like being on holiday, but I'm not on holiday. Just got the Lidl. It's that time now. I'm gonna go pick up everything that I've been waiting for all day. However, this made me a bit sad, to be honest, because I know now I'm doing this part-time split on my whole time shift. They're all in there having dinner without me, and it's a bit sad. I really do love night shift dinners. One for the dinner, but two for the social aspect. It's not like any other job, is it? The fact you get to sit around a table and there's usually 9 of us having dinner, it's quite nice. I do enjoy it. Oh well, dinner for 2 tonight. Saturday mornings, what do they look like? Well, so far we've had a nice easy start to the day. I had a couple of catch-up calls with some people I work with, which is always nice on a Saturday morning to think that my work is talking with people that I like and get on well with and coach. So that's been nice. Then we're now writing some new programs and dishing them out with a nice video on each. Then we got night shift later, so Calories today are keeping pretty low because night shift meals are always ridiculously big, as you probably know. So it's a mixture of coffee and Pepsi Max Cherry. And we've got a little Monster Ultra in the fridge ready to go. So, plenty of caffeine today. So, I've just finished doing all my work and we're about to take the dog out for a little walk before the rugby starts, and then the heavens have just opened. Don't know why you can see that, but that's put a bit of a kink in my plans. It's Sunday morning. So my camera ran out of battery during the workout, so you've only got the first couple of exercises, unfortunately. But first week in the bag, not a bad start. So I'm roughly 2 kilos down in 1 week, which, to be honest, most of it will be water weight from starting the strict eating, cutting out a lot of the crap, drinking more water. Like, it sounds ironic, but you end up just losing a lot of water weight in the first week. Which is good, but I feel good. Like, I've fallen back into the good routines with tracking. My meals are back up to scratch. Like, my protein goals being hit and above. It's amazing if you've done this before, how having like a plan and just getting back into it seriously makes quite big changes quite quick. And if you've never tracked before, if you've never done any of this, and you're going to reap so many benefits from just starting to do it, even if it's a little bit hit and miss to begin with. Like, the fact that you're beginning to focus more on what you're eating, on what you're doing, how many steps you're taking a day, the type of food you're eating, it does add up quickly, and you'll begin to you feel changes first. That's what I always find. You'll always feel better like within the first week or two, and you'll notice yourself feeling a bit stronger, a bit more energetic. You'll begin to like the way you feel, like in your clothes and stuff. And then, after a few weeks, you begin to notice, like, fucking hell, things are a bit looser. Things are, arms are feeling a bit, sleeves a little bit better. You'll sort of notice a couple of abs come out maybe. Then after 8, 9, 10 weeks, you're beginning to see some quite decent changes. And by 12 weeks, there's usually some pretty big visual changes. So, week 1 in the bag. For next week, I just need to be a bit more organised again. It was a good refresh week this week, but getting the shopping in is always key. So you're not tempted to go and shop when you're hungry. Plan my meals a little bit better maybe. But other than that, it wasn't bad at all. Workouts got there in the end. But yeah, so next week will be a bit of an interesting one. We've got rugby tour. So for the England Fire Service, we're playing in Cyprus, which is going to be lush. I can't wait. Sun, relaxation, some rugby, probably some drinking, a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how I can keep this show going whilst abroad, whilst on a rugby tour. But I will take this camera and I will film everything. And I will report back, and we'll see if we can still get a bit of weight drop by the end of next week. We'll see. So, come along for the ride. This was the first video I've done in a long time this week. First videos. Like, now I'm going full hard for this YouTube business, and I appreciate it probably wasn't the best. There's going to be a lot of little changes that happen with every time I do it. And there's bits I've missed. There's bits I probably should have gone into more depth on. But it's all a learning process. So, join me for next week.